Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blissful Divination. I'm Shay. Today, I want to talk about General Vance of Canada. He was the former chief of defense in Canada, and he has some sexual misconduct investigations going on. So what I wanted to do was take a look at that situation with Lenono cards, which is my baby, my favorite so far of all the divination systems because it's just so fascinating and interesting. So what we're going to do is we're going to program the cards, and we're going to program the man card to be General Vance. We're going to program the lion to be Justin Trudeau. We're going to program the fox to be Trudeau's staff. We're going to program the snake to be the Canadian military. And we're going to program the female card to be the subordinates, the accusers, if you will. Okay, so let's lay it out here. Okay, so the first card that we turn over will be the theme of the reading. And again, like you said, we did an investigation and it was on General Vance. And the first card that we get are the Canadian military higher-ups. So we will be looking at this through the lens of what's going on in that arena. And here we are. We have the accusers, the subordinates that came up right away. So first of all, it's a tangled up situation that we have. What's going on with the subordinates, aka the accusers. And we're going to turn around and let's see. There's some sort of deal or something, or some kind of partnership being formed. Let's look out some more. And that's what it is. Okay. Sometimes in Lenono readings, the answer to your question can be long and detailed, or it can also be very short and sweet. And when we get a short and sweet reading like this, we turn over and see what else is going on below the surface. So we had the Canadian military higher-ups are over here, and they're trying to work out, it would seem, some type of deal with the accusers privately, I would think, or work out some sort of agreement for something. So let's look a little deeper and see what else there could be. So in the House of the Accusers, which we have right here, this is the deal. So that's where the talks are going. Let's take a look at General Vance. Where would he be? And then he would probably, let's look in the house of the man. He's worried. He's worried. And you know, about all the press and the talking, and it may be possible that he's feeling like he's being tried in the court of opinion. You know, he wants all of that talking to kind of like to end, for them to stop talking about that. And you know, he wants them to move on to something else, right? He feels like they're still continuing to talk about it. And let's see what else. And he's willing, you know, to make them an offer too, it seems, you know, possibly just to speed this up to end all this publicity and all these things, because I feel like he has pride in his career and he feels like this is damaging his career. But you know, he wants something. He's tired of worrying. Just it's worry and anxiety about it. Definitely. He's again. We have the moon card here, which is the next card, and it's about personal reputation. And he's concerned that it is ruining his personal reputation. And here we see with Trudeau, for some reason, let's see if it's possible he's worried about his reputation or his friendship or relationship, business relationship with Trudeau. A little luck. He's feeling a little lucky, possibly. Some opportunities that they might have been working on, we're not sure. The stability of that. We have a lot going on with him. You know, he underneath the surface, he's very active, vocal. He has thoughts and strong opinions about this whole situation. Trudeau's staff, let's see, we have Trudeau's staff here coming up, and there seem to be some problems. I don't think that he has access to Trudeau as much like he did before. I think they're kind of like, maybe perhaps Trudeau is not taking his calls, you know, for entertainment purposes only. But, you know, the way the cards are saying it, it may be perhaps that Trudeau is not taking his calls. And that's one of the reasons. Something about some legal, and I guess it's because of all the legal problems that he's having. Trudeau possibly doesn't feel like he can't be associated with this kind of thing. He, you know, for his own political purposes. And here is General Vance. He shows up in the house of, you know, commitments, partnerships, contracts. You know, he's in the 8th house there. And in his house, you know, is his worry and anxiety, you know, that's eating away. It might even be affecting how he's sleeping at night a little bit. You know, what Prime Minister Trudeau and all of them is on his mind. That's what's on his mind. He's facing away from the women, but he's very close to this situation. So I'm not sure, you know, what they're alleging that he did, but he's very close to this right now, right? It is consuming him at this time. Interesting. What were we left with? Answers and hopes and dreams. So let's pick it apart a little bit more, shall we? Let's take a look. So if we look at this knighting, it's a relationship. It's kind of like Lenormand, but it's you know, it's kind of the same thing with the knighting. So Trudeau is wanting answers. Either way he looks at it, from either side, he wants answers. The women want to be, you know, I feel like they want to be compensated. I say that they want to be compensated, but I think that they just want it to be acknowledged, and for whatever deal they're working with to take effect. Let's see. Trudeau's staff. Yeah, Trudeau's staff is trying to manage that communication. Let's see. General Vance doubly saying, you know, that I'm innocent. I did not do this thing. The women are dealing with the military, and they're worried that it's not going to happen. They want stability and foundation for their life and their families. Let me see if there's anything else. It's an end to General Vance's security. Like it's taking its effect on him at home. And right here, this is the internet. The internet is booming. Okay, so we have, the stars and the birds talking, and that's like the internet, like the World Wide Web, the interwebs out in the internet area. So that right there is like social media, the internet, all of that talking and all that stuff going on there. And that's one of the problems. One of the problems is that he feels as though these are false accusations, and he feels like false accusations are happening here on the internet, and that's why he wants to get this dealt with as quickly as possible. He's ready to move on. He's ready to move on from this. It's taking up a lot of mental and emotional energy in him. They don't see eye to eye. They don't agree on the events that transpired. I feel like this situation is far from over. They're just getting started. And it's not going to end soon, because all this being weighted down, all this movement is being weighted down here. Very earthy, slow moving energy here with the anchor and the stork here. And I feel like the aides have some answers. The aides have they know something. I think that's about it that I want to expound on at this moment. It looks pretty good. So basically, as we said, in summary, it seems that the higher ups are working on some sort of investigation. The Canadian military higher ups are working on some sort of investigation. They're asking the ladies to be patient while they kind of, sort this out. The women want some sort of legal situation, some legal consequences. He wants to move on and get on out of here because he's sick and tired of the internet stuff, and it's, keeping him up. It's messing with his career, and it's stressing him and worrying him at night. The women are worried as well. And as we said, and it's just the beginning of it, and it's a slow moving process that's coming forth. So thank you guys so much for watching to this far of the video. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed or found any value and entertainment in this reading at all, please give me a like for it. And as always, elevate, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.